What's up, you guys? This is your boy Miguel giving you your daily dose of radiation. Today's video, we're covering the best advice I would give anyone who just graduated from Xray Tech school. So to give you context, I'm an Xray Tech. I've been doing it for 4 years. I work night shift, 7 on, 7 off, and I work a lot of day shifts. So I do dabble in the overtime and the day shift world, or even evening shift, whatever they need me. All right. My best advice for anyone who just graduated is, depending on what you want to do, right? There's a different pools. You can either be like, I just wanted to get my credentials in X-ray so I can do CAT scan. There's that situation. There's, I just want to do X-rays, go straight to work, right? Or there's the, I want to do nuke med, I want to do all these other stuff, or I want to go to work for Trauma One, or I want to go to a travel tech job, right? Different situations, different stuff. My best advice to anyone within all of those realms, get at least 1 year, 1 to 6 year. Well, I got 1 to 6 months of just working X-ray tech. If you want to do a travel gig, you need probably, I would say, 1 year of working in a level 2 or a level 1 place. Traveling is kind of different because they want their techs, well, especially they want you well-rounded to know different kind of machines, different stuff, and not just be set. Because when you're traveling, you literally will get thrown at anywhere, any hospital, and you kind of have to know their machine, which in some aspect, all of our machines are kind of the same. Maybe they look different, maybe they have different programs and tweak, but the general concept is the same. Maybe the protocols are different, but it's still the same, right? I would say go work at your place, wherever it may be. And especially us, the younger generation who comes up, maybe you're in debt. Maybe you got lucky and you're not in debt like I was. Work. Go work. I'm in my situation, I wish to make a lot of money. I can't do, if I could go do traveling, I would, but I have family, I have all this stuff. I'm like kind of rooted in my place. So the best situation for me, if I want to make more money, but at my current time, I can't maybe continue my education, or I can't do other stuff, or maybe I'm limited, just work. Pull overtime. Go work PRN. Go work. Let me give you the sauce. So legally, you can only work 16 hours at one place. But if you want a loophole, you could kind of work X amount of hours at one place, and then when that midnight kind of reboots, it's just what I'm saying. It can be done. It can be done. So I would work. I work a lot because for most people who graduated college, you're either poor or you want to catch up with all the inflation and stuff like that. You want to work money because, like, look, you'll get your regular check. Let's speak hypothetical numbers, right? Let's say that your check is, just throw a number, $1,000. Well, just hypothetical here, right? You'll get your regular, you worked your X amount of days, your X amount of whatever, your regular schedule, if you're full-time, right? $1,000. And then if that's what your regular weekly, whatever, you do the math quickly in your head, you get X amount of numbers for a year, right? And then you're like, okay, well, that's a good amount. And then just stuff, I felt like we're kind of dealt in a situation, it's kind of bad compared to other times. Because it wasn't until I graduated that I've noticed all the real big adult stuff, how much stuff has gone up significantly, both like interest rate, or even how hard it is to get your foot in the door, or how much money you need. Like it's a kind of almost a barrier to entry, or just to be safe or to be comfortable. Like if I right now were just to work my regular 7 on 7 off, I would have X amount of money. I would be fine. I would be okay. But like to be able to take your family on like a vacation, to have X amount of money in case shit breaks down, to have X amount of money to maybe upgrade your house or to maybe afford slightly more nicer things, or to like be able to have money. The biggest one that I've seen is investment. This one is for our generation who's younger, it's kind of harder to even get your foot in the door into being able to invest. Even right now, my lady's like, oh, we should retire. We should, put money to retirement. We should this, and that. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. You should. But the problem is, a lot of the times, most of our people will go in. Well, you're quick to, let me get a car. Let me get a house. Let me get this. Let me get that. You get a little bit of that. You get your regular check. If you're not careful, you'll end up in credit card debt, and then you'll end up in the typical American cycle of where you're just living paycheck to paycheck. And if you've gotten yourself in that situation, okay. Literally, sometimes shit happens, and like last month, I had to cough up $5,000 because of kids, health, other problem, like a bunch of other stuff. And I'm like, if I didn't work all the overtime that I did, right now we would have been either in credit card debt or we would have been struggling, stress, or whatever. I'm going to tell you now, the biggest safety thing that will just make you feel comfortable, if you have a little bit more money and you can throw, when those ungodly situation comes at you, if you can throw money at your problems, it will save so much stress between if you have a lady or you have your man. Like, it will save you so much drama. Like, it will. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I am one who I would rather work my butt off as a young tech than me being 50 or 60 and having to be like, oh, well, I should have worked more when I was younger, but now I can't because my physical body can't keep up with whatever. I would rather be young and working or doing other stuff to gather a good amount of wealth. I ain't saying nothing crazy, but like that extra, extra 1,000, 2,000, even 25, hell, even $3,000 on top of your regular check because you worked a lot of overtime. Like, that can do something. That can literally, can help you so much. Both investment, both security, both, in so many aspects. I don't think no one would say no to having extra, that kind of money, on top of your regular pay. That would help. But certain people, even if you work a lot, like if you're my sister, but you're spending and you're just consumer and doing stuff like that, it doesn't even help. Because there's other people, they make more money, but they spend more money. So you just gotta be careful. Be thinking about certain stuff. Because I know when I got out of Xray school, I went out and I was just like, oh, well, I've been broke my whole time. Here I am getting X amount of thousands of dollars on my, to my check. You quickly, a part of you can be like, oh, let me do this, let me do that, let me da-da-da-da. You can quickly get yourself into debt. Especially in this country. Credit card, whatever, you gotta be kind of tread carefully. Even with the housing and stuff like that, there's I was thankful I got my house for 3% interest. I mean, it's $128,000 house. But other people, even right now, if you were to get the same house we have right now, it'd probably be valued. Our house in front of us is kind of the same build, same everything, and there's just 150, 160. And the person across the street was we were just talking to them one day, and they're like, yeah, I got mine for I think it was 6. 6% interest. Other techs I've talked to, the younger ones, they're like 5, 6, 7, hell, 8% interest rate. And I'm like over here, me and the old tech, because like the old techs, maybe they got dealt better situation and they've gotten lower interest rate. I've gotten 3%. They're like, yeah, I got mine's at 2.5. Mine, da, 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 da. So we're kind of dealt in a bad situation. So yeah, that's my best advice for thou who are joining the game. Yeah, see ya on the next one.